Hi, my name is Ben Diaglar, and for this project, I'm going to be talking about Walmart ethical issues. So before I get into Walmart ethical issues, we need to talk about something we've been discussing over the past semester, which is a Gordian's knot. This is a metaphor for finding a solution to a problem that seems impossible. So for example, I've used Alexander the Great a lot. He broke a knot with a sword, not just breaking it, but the people that lived in the town found that the knot had no loose ends, so they didn't even give it a shot to try to untie it or anything until Alexander the Great came by one day and he grabbed his sword and broke it right down the middle. People made him the king. They praised him. They praised him for finding a way to get rid of the knot or untie it. So talking about the Gordian's knot, moving into a real life situation, we're going to be talking about Walmart. There's a couple problems going in on the backgrounds of Walmart that not many customers like me or you see. Walmart employees are severely underpaid. Since 2016, it's been at $7.25 here in North Carolina, and it has not moved since then. Another problem is that many of the Walmart employees complain about getting no benefits or very little benefits at then. And obviously with the pay that they get, in today's market, it's hard to try to afford that kind of stuff. Another problem is that there's dirty stores. Not many managers are really pushing on cleaning. I know there was a situation back in 2020 where there was no type of inventory being done. Boxes were just being thrown around. People were stepping over them. The store was running out of product up at the front and nobody was doing anything to change it. Poor management. All of this ends up adding up to poor management. Management at Walmart, they're a big retail company, so I don't really think the upper management is really worried about the lower management, I guess you could call them, but it's something that does need to be addressed. Some of the solutions that I came up with, they could install some type of computer technologies in the back where it creates a checklist and it tells them you need to do this, this, and this before you clock out, which could be cleaning, restocking products, or just making sure everything's in the order. As well as you could make your employees feel welcomed and make them feel more at home, care for them. This will also make them really happy. Maybe bump up that price a little bit. Benefits wouldn't hurt. Another one that I kind of came up with was get new leaders. Get rid of your managers. Throw some leaders in there. There's a difference between leaders and managers. Managers tend to tell someone what to do, and that's it. A leader will show you how to do it, and they will walk you along the steps of doing it, which would also bring up your customers, your employees, boost, saying, oh wow, they're actually going to help me out. They know what they're doing. They're not just sitting there telling me what to do, sitting back. Some of the results for this, employees will work harder and most of the stores will be a little bit more cleaner. And like I said, there have been very many cleaning issues in the past. I know I read in my paper, it mentions that one of the upper managements came in and they made a joke talking about did we switch the color of the towels, but they were really dirty, which is a really big issue that I see. The leaders would come in and show them, hey, we need to do this, this, and this. I'll show you how to do it if you don't know how to do it. Customers will seem it being safer and more sanitized. This one's also really big because customers are your number one priority in any retail business. They are the ones who keep you going. They're the ones who bring you in the money and everything. So if you get your employees to do better, your customers then be like, oh, this Walmart's actually clean. This Walmart is respectful. They know what they're doing. I'm going to come start shopping here more. That'll also give you a competitive advantage against your other companies like Target and whatnot. And obviously, one of the last ones, everyone always cares about the income, but Walmart being such a big company, it's not really that they need it, but it would be nice. They bring in more income. They then could buy more supplies, more technology, make it more up to date. That's really much all I got for today. Really just to sum it all up, no matter what the situation is, there is always a way around it, even if it means going the long way around. Thank you.